Just learned this shooting involves police, marking the 34th one in the valley this year.
And by the way, all of this unfolding at this hour near 43rd Avenue and Camelback, and that is where we find CBS 5's Carissa Planow. She's live at the scene with an update tonight. Carissa.
Yeah, guys, a spokesperson for the Phoenix Police Department has just now arrived to give us an update on what led up to this officer-involved shooting this evening. I'm joined now by Sergeant Mercedes Fortune, and could you give us a rundown of what happened?
So about 7:30 tonight, officers responded to the area of 43rd Avenue and Camelback, referenced an attempt at robbery. When officers arrived, they confronted an armed male. He had a knife with him. Officers gave him several commands to drop the knife. He refused, and then he actually progressed towards the officers. One officer did fire her duty weapon. The suspect was shot and he was transported to the hospital. I'm hearing that he's going to recover, and that's where we are today.
How are the officers doing at this point?
As you can imagine, this is a very tragic event. No officer ever wants to be in that situation, and so our employee assistance unit is with that officer right now, and on something like this, we're going to interview the officer, and we're going to be out here for a couple hours.
What can you tell us about the suspect?
All I can tell you is that he's an adult male. He was armed with a knife. I don't have any other information about him.
So you're saying it sounds like he came after police, lunged at them, or?
He moved towards the officers as the officers told him to stop and drop the knife. They spoke with him for about a minute or two, and he refused to drop the knife, and that's when he walked towards the officer with the knife.
Did officers encounter him inside the store or out here in the parking lot?
Actually, it was in the parking lot.
Where was the armed robbery happening?
Here at in the business here.
At the Carl Jr. or at the Home Depot?
It was in the parking lot of this parking lot at 43rd Avenue and Camelback.
So was the armed robbery of another person then?
It was of a person, not a business. So it was a person that actually called the police and said that this person had attempted to take their property and that the suspect was armed with a knife when he was trying to do that.
What property were they trying to take? Their car?
I don't know yet. We're still trying to figure that out. I know that the victim is here and that we're going to interview him as well.
What can you tell us about the victim?
It's an adult male. That's all I have right now at this point.
And the car that is in the parking lot there, that gray car, what kind of car is that and how's that related to all this?
You know what? I don't know that. I could tell you that the patrol car is the one that's on the other side. That's where the officers arrived in, and that's when they saw the suspect.
Well, Sergeant, can you tell us what you guys are doing at this point and how long you guys are going to be out here?
We're going to be out here for a few hours. We're going to be, obviously, the investigation is going to take place, and our detectives are just arriving at scene, and there's going to be a lot of interviews and just making sure that we're talking to everybody that's involved, and we're going to be out here for a few hours tonight.
Again,
You are listening to a live update from Phoenix Police. And a man armed with a knife, suspect in an armed robbery of another person, apparently went after police officers, and that's when police shot him. We will continue to bring you the very latest details as they come in this developing story.